Hi guys, welcome back to Cooking with Claudia. So I got a request from one of you guys. Your name is France. France wants me to show her how to make an orange cake recipe for her anniversary. Happy anniversary, girl. You guys are going to love how easy and delicious this recipe comes together. So let's get started. Okay, you guys, we're using this orange marmalade to make our cake. This is packed with so much orange flavor, and I'm going to very quickly show you how I made this. All you need is a pan over medium heat, and into that we're adding some orange juice, sugar, and we're going to grate in the zest of a whole orange. And be careful not to grate in the white part because it's very bitter and we don't want that in our cake, alright? Get your spatula and mix everything together and let this simmer for 15 minutes, stirring periodically so it doesn't burn. And we end up with this thick orange marmalade with intense citrus flavor. And guys, we don't need any artificial flavors or orange extract to flavor our cake. This does a perfect job. Alright, go ahead and set this aside to cool, and we're going to mix the dry ingredients. In my bowl, I have some flour, and into that we're adding baking powder and salt. Get your whisk and mix all that together very well, and we're going to set that aside and move on to mix the wet ingredients. So into my batter bowl, I am adding half cup of the orange marmalade we just made. We're also adding butter and some sugar. Using a hand mixer, I am whisking together until fluffy. Make sure you don't overmix, okay? Next, we're going to mix in some eggs one at a time. Get the first egg very well incorporated before adding the next one. I also added an egg yolk to make the cake extra moist. Go ahead and get that mixed in, and we're going in with some vanilla extract and the zest of a whole orange. Whisk everything together. Be careful not to overmix. And we're going to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything is getting well mixed in. Next, pour in some milk and gradually add in your dry ingredients. So I added half of my flour mixture. Get that mixed in, and like always, be careful to not overmix. Scrape down the sides of your bowl. We want to make sure everything is getting well mixed in, and go in with the last of your flour mixture and get that mixed in. Finish mixing with your spatula and we are ready to bake. So I have 3 prepared 6-inch cake pans lined with parchment paper, that way nothing sticks. Equally pour your batter into them and spread the tops evenly. And they're going into a 350 Fahrenheit oven for 25 to 30 minutes. So while the cakes are baking, I'm going to show you how to make my delicious orange cream cheese frosting. I have some cream cheese in a bowl. Make sure it's very cold. We're going to gradually whisk that together with some powdered sugar. When it's fluffy, we're going in with softened butter, zesting a whole orange, and I also added orange food color to make it nice and orange. That is optional. Give it one last mix and we're done. And this frosting, guys, it's so good, like finger licking good. So by this time, your cakes should be done baking. Make sure they sit and cool completely. And I level the tops with a serrated knife, that way they're stable when I frost them. And this part is optional, guys. I like to spread the marmalade before frosting. And if you're going to do this, keep in mind the marmalade has a strong citrus flavor, so dilute first with water before adding just a thin layer to the first and second cakes, okay guys? Okay, you guys, let's talk about this yummy goodness. This cake with a glass of milk, So good, you guys. It is bursting with delicious orange flavors. It's so moist and decadent and melts in your mouth. If you guys want the ingredients and measurements, go ahead and check out the description box. I have everything there. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you make this recipe, please send me photos on Instagram. I love seeing your creations. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you're not already yet. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!